This is the first time in a long time that it has just started live for me without going, it's not working. So welcome, welcome. I hope you had an awesome day yesterday. And this is the live stone readings. So I've had a few people ask me about what is the earth count. If you go on the videos that I have, a stream of these videos, you will see the earth count. There are earth count teachings on there, and I also am starting in January teaching the earth count, but I'm going to teach it so that you can also read stones for other people. So it's a certified course where you actually get to learn how to read stones for people, and you get a certification. You can teach it to other people. The more people that know this magic of the energy of the earth count, I think the better the world is and the better we all are. So if you're interested in learning how to do the earth count, around how to read it, how to do it for other people, all that kind of fun stuff, this might be an avenue that you might be interested in. So stay tuned. We'll be posting a video shortly, shortly, within the next few weeks anyway, letting you know how to register for the program. And it's just going to be a fun thing to do. So anyway, let's get started. Good morning, Miss Kim. How are you? What a wonderful day. And Angie, I see you on here this morning. Welcome. Okay, so Kim, you're sitting in number three today. Whoa, number three, you're sitting down at the bottom of that earth of the medicine wheel, but you're also sitting in. Sorry, I gotta move my computer. It just kind of almost going to fall off the table. But you're also sitting in projection today. Your lens of sending out to people is a little bit skewed today. So I'm sending out a vibrational energy, but it's being interpreted by the receivers in a mucked up, switched up form. There's something that's going to happen today that's going to send, you're not getting what I'm trying to say. And that's because the person receiving it, for some reason, it's getting mixed up in the energetic that's kind of dancing around right now. So you may get a little bit frustrated by that today. So make your intentions clear and then clarify your intentions. Can you tell me back what I just said so that you know that they received this information the way it was intended, not the way they interpreted it? So, yeah, that's very interesting. You're also sitting in the great teacher in the north. You're sitting in the physical. This is the physical body, the physical being, and your energy is pumped up, and I can see you actually leading the ship, if you will. So get out there and do something that's going to get you moving today. And even if you stand and jog and do something to get that heart pumping, it's asking you to move your body. I need the engine to start moving to get that heart rate up. You need to get your heart rate up for a good 15 to 20 minutes today. And I'm and I know you're nice and slim and very, very fit, but is telling you to get your heart rate up for about 20 minutes today. I have no idea why it's telling you that. So good luck. So you're sitting in the card. It's interesting because the card just jumped off the right into my hand here. It's called Skywriting and the Fates. This is interesting. So it's actually, if you see this, and because you're sitting in the physical and you're sitting in that number three today, which is the plants, and down into the emotions, our emotions today, and that skywriting. I have you, I don't know if you've tried this or not, but a nice thing to do is to close your eyes and allow yourself to draw a picture. Don't write something, but to draw a picture, and it just put random lines on the page. Don't look though what you're doing. Take your eye mask and put it on, and then just draw a picture. And you may want different colored felt pens with you so that you can reach out. Now, of course, you don't know which ones you're pulling, and either you want to write something or you want to draw something, but there's a message for you in all of that, and allow yourself to surrender. It's a real cool thing to do. I don't do it often. I actually should do it more myself. I love doing it. So it's asking you, inviting you to give that a shot today. Woohoo! I love it. Can't wait to hear how that turns out. Mary, good morning, my dear. How are you today? We are sitting in do 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 do. We are sitting in number 2 today. This is my favorite stone, actually, to be honest with you. I love how the ripples and the lines. I did not put those in there. That's all part of this natural progression of this stone, and that's the symbol for the background of it. But you're sitting in number 2. But this is the reflection, and it's asking you to reminisce, to reflect on every rim, every growth spurt that you've had many circles around the sun. And as you go around the sun and you're thinking of the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've done, the things even that you haven't done, maybe there's a little bit of regret in there. Allow yourself to really contemplate your life and all the events in it, all the people that you've affected, but the people that have affected you, and the people that have come, the people that have gone. And even if they've gone just because they were a friend and now I don't haven't heard from them in years, allow that process. But today is a day of reflection for you, allowing you to reflect the past. And you're also sitting in a little bit of pain today. And pain can be either now, pain can be in physical pain, but it can also be emotional pain. And I'm turning inward towards the emotional side of it. As you're reflecting, you may have quite a few regrets. Maybe there's a little bit of anger. Maybe there's a little bit of, oh my God, if I could just redo it. So if you find a sticky spot that you're saying, oh my God, that was a really painful thing to experience, or I really regret something, journal about it and write it down and get it out. And then you can either choose to keep it, or you can choose to mail it, or you can just choose to bury it or burn it. But do whatever you need to afterwards. And maybe it's not something that you want to write down that you want other people to see, and that's okay. Burn it, get rid of it afterwards, but get it out from your system and allow yourself to just free flow. Okay, so that's a good one. You're also sitting in repairing the veil, which is exactly what I just said, which is repairing the veil and forgiveness. So as you're reflecting, forgive. I forgive you, even if it's forgive yourself. I forgive you for what you didn't know. I forgive you. I forgive myself for how I reacted or how I did whatever. Just allow that reminiscing today. So today is a huge day of reflection, forgiveness, and self gratitude. Okay. So good luck on that. And those are really good days, but they can be exhausting days too when they come up. So Angie, good morning, my dear. It was very nice seeing you on the weekend. And Angie is sitting in. Oh, she gets the 0 count. That is the everything. That is that medicine wheel itself. That is the earth. That is Mother Earth. That is absolutely everything. So if you just close your eyes, take deep breaths in, and allow the expansion of all the energy to come into you and feel it entering your body, and ask that energy body to just circulate it all over and feel the love just from the universe itself as it's bringing in that beautiful energy. You're sitting you're sitting in the great teacher of rage. That's so funny. So this group that Angie is part of, yesterday we were actually sitting in the teacher of rage. And it's asking you to date. You may have some reminiscence of that. So that's that energy that you brought in yesterday with rage and how you felt it. It may keep popping in and revisiting you today. It's okay to do that, to feel it, acknowledge it, and say, hey, great teacher of rage, I hear you and I see you, but I'm not going to dance with you today. And I'm going to sit in care instead. I love it. Uh, and you're sitting in, your card says, oh, is the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So a lot of things are going to get moved up, especially with that 0 count. You're going to be bringing in the everything. So you're bringing in that universal energy. You're bringing all that in. You got a little bit of rage kind of kicking in the side, and we're working in our group on care today. So you're going to have all these different things popping in at you, and you may get a little bit frustrated, and then you may see the path. Oh my God, I've got to finally face whatever it happens to be. It's going to require a little bit of courage to be able to walk into that and trust that raven has your back, and just bring it right in and ask the raven to help me out, and call in your power animal, call in your warrior animal, and ask them to walk with you today. Okay. It's a good one. If you need help, and you just reach out, please. Don't try going it alone. Okay. So, and the next one is Bethany. Good morning, Bethany. How are you? I have a niece named Bethany. So you're sitting in 5, 10, and 1 is 11. 11 are the stars, those beautiful stars, the stars that shine at night. Even though we think we are all alone, if you just look up, the stars are always with us, even in the daytime when we can't see them, even when there's so many clouds in the sky that we can't see them, those stars are always there. And I used to think when I was a little girl that every star was someone who's passed, or someone that loved me and was sending good kisses my way. And my grandfather used to tell me the shooting star was someone that is returning home. So I always thought that was kind of cute. But yeah, you're sitting in those star energy, how you can light up someone else's path, even if you don't know it. So trust that you are walking your path. You are shining as bright as you can. Continue on that path and allow others to see you. You don't need to hide, okay? You're also sitting in a little bit of fear today, the great teacher of fear. Now, fear tells you, you know what? I know I can shine, and I know I want people to see me, but what am I going to do when they do see me? Are they going to see who I want them to see? Or are they going to see who they think I should be? So, and that is a hard process to work through. But I would advise you to just be you. Just be you for today. Don't try to put a different mask on. Just be who you are and walk in that. And even though it's uncomfortable, say, I get it. I know that I'm sitting in this energy, and I'm going to give it a go today. I'm going to tap my foot in that water and just see how it goes. I don't have to stay there. I can just tap it in and see how it feels. And it's also asking you for the first breath, that beginner's mind. So it tells me that you're just starting this path of understanding this emotional stuff that comes with this energetic. This is a really cool container to be doing that in, because we walk in the energetic of the medicine wheel, the energetic of the galactic masters, and all our guides and all our support system, our ancestors. Everyone's walking with us through all lifetimes and all in lineages. So you got a whole warrior group behind you cheering you on. You are not alone. And if you look at the stars, the vast number of stars out there, that's how much support you have. So and the clear messages, tell her she's not alone. So you're not alone. And everyone will see me wiping my mouth all the time. It's just because when I'm tapped into spirit, I drool, kind of like a dog. So Bethany, I hope you have an awesome day today. Love it. So good morning, Debbie. And it was so nice seeing you on the weekend as well. Debbie is sitting in 5, and 1 is 6. 6 is oh my gosh. So my mind went blank. Spirit, and the ancestors. Isn't that interesting that I just talked about the ancestors? But Deb, you're really sitting in that strong grandmother energy of one of your grandmothers. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 generations back. 3 generations back, a fraternal grandmother on your mom's side. There's a lady there stepping in. I don't know who she is. She's not speaking to me, but she's giving me the cue. Tell Debbie to speak to me. I've been trying to give her a message, and you may have felt that that you're getting bits and pieces, but you don't quite understand it. So journey to it today. Just close your eyes wherever you are, whenever you can, and or either get out or talk to the tree, but call in that great grandmother. She is really wanting to speak to you and has a message for. She's actually sending you hugs. So There's something going on energetically in the feminine side of your family, but it's a couple generations down that I think you're going through something that she also went through. And as you repair and heal, you are repairing and healing her. Thank you, Aho. So she's, and you're also sitting in the, you're not sitting in a great teacher today, so continue on with care. But you are sitting in the element of water. So water sits in those tears, those beautiful tears. Allow those tears to flow. Allow, knowing as I'm healing, I heal 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. So I'm healing that grandmother, but that grandmother right now is telling me what she's doing now is helping me, and she's thanking you for that. So, whoa, I love it. And your card today, your card today is the empty wheel. It's time to replenish. So as you start growing and as you start changing and moving, remember, keep yourself full. Don't give to everybody else so much. Keep yourself full, keep on track, and keep on going. You got this. You are that vessel for so many people right now. And there's no pressure on you. It's just as you work on yourself, you're working on them as well. So how beautiful is that? Whoo, love it. Good morning, Kat. It was nice speaking with you this morning. And you bet you could have a stone reading. So Cat is sitting on 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of the earth count is down at the south of the wheel. That is the spirit of all plants, plant medicine. Your garden is saying there's something about a harvest of something that either you forgot to harvest or you neglected to harvest or you just got too busy and didn't harvest. But some plant is calling you that, hey, I don't really want to get frostbite. I think you're home. So if you're home, get out in your yard today and do your harvesting today. There's a couple plants that are not wanting to winter over in the yard. They're wanting to be clipped off. Whoo. Now, I honestly, that is the first time I've ever received a message like that from a plant. So, and you're sitting in the great teacher of patience. Have patience with yourself. Have patience for all the things that are happening, for all the people that are coming and going. There seems to be like a revolving door right now. People are coming, people are going, but I still feel alone. So even though I see all these people and all this activity, I'm sitting here distanced from everybody else and from everything else that I want to engage in. And there seems to be that conflict sitting there. And you're also sitting in the the fortune's wheel, which is the luck on right time. And it's telling you, keep going, keep on the path that you're on, trust that you're getting there. You are getting there. You just see a little bit this way and then a little bit that way, and a little bit this way, a little bit that way. So allow that rotation to happen and allow it to happen naturally. You can't stop it. You can't speed it up and you can't slow it down. Just allow it to be and sit with the flow of it. Okay. So that's quite interesting, actually. Peace of mind day. Good morning. You're back. Hello. I hope you enjoyed your day yesterday. And you are sitting in number, oh, and I just had something call to my attention. It's interesting. So my number 2 stone has all these lines in it. My number 7 stone, there's 2 dots on that too. That's why the 2 popped up to me. But there's also these beautiful lines, but they are 2 worlds colliding is what it's telling me. And so and I find that very distracting. 2 worlds are colliding, but the number 7 count are the sacred dreams of life. What brings you joy? And I literally see 2 worlds colliding. So what brings me joy? And there's a conflict. There's a conflict from what brings me joy to what I'm told should bring me joy, and they're not meeting. And then when you force them together, it's like trying to put 2 magnets together. You should be doing blah blah blah, whatever society or someone else or whatever is telling you, a group of people telling you should do, but that's not bringing your heart joy. So I'm going to ask you to step aside from that and just ask your heart, what does your heart need to do? Because your heart is in a conflict. 2 worlds are colliding, and that's very clear. And maybe you understand what that means a little better, but that is your message. 2 worlds are colliding. You're also sitting in the great teacher of feelings. A lot of emotion has come up today, like a lot of emotions. Allow them. So, excuse me. There's something I do when I'm feeling emotions, and to stop me from getting overwhelmed is I feel on my this is my left hand. When I'm feel in my left hand there, feel it come in, I claim it. What am I feeling? So maybe I'm feeling frustrated, maybe I'm feeling angry, sad, doesn't matter. Claim it, name it, allow it to come all the way into your heart space. Once it's in your heart space, feel it, receive it, and then let it go. And then send it out to this hand and let it go. Release it. Okay? So name it, claim it, and release it. And when we can keep that flow going, we're not going to get stuck in that hamster wheel of those emotions overriding us. It really does help. And you're also sitting in the falling angel, the spiritual. Um, yeah. So it's I see that you feel disappointed. I should have lived up to someone else's expectations. I had so many expectations where I should be at this time in my life, and I'm not there. I have Society tells us where we're supposed to be. I can guarantee you at 67, which is how old I am, I never thought that I would be living out in the middle of nowhere, with turkeys and chickens and a teepee and healing house and doing what I'm doing. That was the farthest thing from who I thought I should be and where I thought I should be doing. If I had followed suit with all my friends, I would be traveling and going places and doing other things. And I have zero interest to do it. And so I'm just living me, I'm living my life. So do the same thing. Just live your life, whatever you're doing. Don't worry about meeting someone else's or society's expectations. Follow your heart and be where you are. And where you are right now is exactly where you were supposed to be, even though it may not feel like it. Ooh, that's a big one. And I have messages and or do I see home ownership for me soon? I'll be honest with you, that's not the type of energy readings that these are. That's more of a tarot. But what I would say to you is follow your heart. If you are wanting that home and that is really where you should be right now, and then just manifest it. You have the ability to manifest it, but set an altar to it, set a vision board to it. There's so many things we can do to bring it in. Check feng shui your house, your environment where you are, what sits where. Do things in your life that is going to enhance where you want to go. If it doesn't serve you where you want to go, get rid of it. Don't do it. So that would be my advice to you. I'd love to be able to tell you, yes, the card says I see you unpacking, blah, 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 but it doesn't do that. So that's not kind of how my readings are. I love you anyway. Thank you. Um, so let's see where I've got lots of people up here today. Cat, I did. Okay, Kim, not a big fan of exercise. Well, Kim, that's why it's telling you to exercise. Dizzy Stitches, good morning. I keep missing you when you go live. I'm sorry about that. I can write your name down if you want, and you can catch the replay, and I'll still have your reading. So I have about 3 or 4 people that have requested me do that. I'd be happy to do that for you. You're sitting on number 4 today. So number 4, excuse me, that is the animals, and that sits up in balance though. And I see you walking a tightrope. I see that I'm trying to balance what's right for me, care, that balance between care of giving and receiving. That seems a little out of skew right now. I'm great at giving, but I'm not so great at receiving. And right now I see that you're called to receive more. So just allow yourself to receive. But when you do receive, you can say thank you, but it's not an obligation. Okay. It's just sitting right there. Um, when I receive, I feel like I'm obligated then to do something else or to I don't know, it's like someone's obligating. If I receive something, then damn it, I've got to be able to do something in return. So what I would suggest is that when you receive something, know that it is of open heart, even if that other person, don't worry about what their expectations were. Receive with open heart, but also give with open heart. No attachments to the outcome. If I'm going to give something, I'm going to give it without expecting you to give back. And do the same thing when you give and receive, really with no attachments to it. Open heart, receive, open heart, give, and really work on that today. Really think about where that's going for you. And you're sitting in the great teacher of raw power. You've got it together, girl. You just get in there, just do her, and just really own yourself, own it. It says claim it and own it is what it's saying. And then you're also sitting in the gathering around, the power of community. Yep, the power of community, the power of being. You, and the more people you circle yourself with, the more stronger you get. Especially today, others are looking at you, but that's also where that give and receive comes in. So I can give my energy, but I can receive energy back. I can give and receive. Open heart, not attached. It's a big day for you. Good morning, Rhoda. I think it's Rhoda. Anyway, how are you? You're sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 is like the spirit of all animals. That is that instinctual knowing of what's happening around you. It is knowing, I just know. And how can I fill my heart? I just know what I'm supposed to do. Don't question your instinct. There's a lot of second guessing inside. I knew that, but I didn't follow that information. Start following your instinct, your intuition. It's really strong, and today it's really heightened. So when you feel something today, follow through with it, okay? You're also sitting in the west of the great teacher of spirit. So spirit's talking to you. Is that really spirit talking to me, or am I making that up? And it's telling you, I'm really talking to you. Pay attention and listen to your instinct. Listen to that inner knowing that don't look for confirmation outside of yourself, just within yourself. That's all you need. Um, you're also in the sky bridge, the possibility for union. There might have been a conflict with either an organization or I'm seeing more of an organization as opposed to a person. Although there could be one person within that organization, but it's showing me I see two corporations is what I'm seeing, but an organization, there might have been a conflict there. And now is the time to be able to mend those fences. I'm not saying forgive and forget, but I'm saying speak your truth and then walk in your power. And then walk into whatever that will look like, however it will look like for you. Okay. But just sit in that. Yeah, I see that. There's this conflict has to come up. I have to speak my truth. I have to be where I am, but there is also community behind me. Okay. Ooh. Louisa, good morning, my love. Louisa gets to drive my husband around today. So thank you for all your assistance. And I'm using your bag. Thank you. Louisa gave me a lovely bag for my birthday, and I love it. So it's 5, 10, and 2 is 12. Number 12 is all the planets. That's all the galaxy. That's all the stars. That's all the universe. Everything around you. Everything is gravitating. You're a part of this beautiful system of the universe, and it's all coming together for you. The stars are just almost like they're going, yeah, just watch her shine, watch that beautiful grandmother name just blow up and go, yeah, here I am that blazing star woman. Yeah. You're also sitting in sexuality, so sex, owning your feminine side, um, owning your feminine, but also claiming the masculine, owning that responsibility of self. I'm going to celebrate me in all my forms, in all my ages, in all my masculine and feminine. Inside each and every one of us, there is an older woman and an older man. There is an adult woman and an adult man. There is an adult boy and an adult girl inside of us. Those are those emotions that come up, that kundalini energy, and it's asking you to find that balance that's sitting right within you of I can support, but I'm also asking for support, and allowing that I can give, but I'm going to receive. And that is a big message for someone else on here. So that give and receive is really playing out today in the energetic in the universe. And it's also loneliness. Even though I'm with everybody, even though I'm doing things, I still feel like I'm alone. That I know in my head that I'm not alone, but in my heart, I feel like I'm alone. And there's only thing you can do, Luisha, is just work through the process. Keep telling yourself you're not alone. Keep telling yourself you're not alone. And it's just something that you have to work through yourself to be able to, you have to be alone to be able to do it. And then just go to the tree, cry, think of every blade of grass, think of the stars, think of all that universal energy that's coming your way. You are not alone. All your ancestors are with you. All your friends are with you. All your family are with you. They all love you very much. You're also sitting in the overflow, the overwhelm and plenty. So I get overwhelmed by so much stuff. There's so many things I want to do, and yet I still want the quiet of doing nothing. And when I sit in the quiet of doing nothing, then the aloneness kicks in, and I have to get myself really busy again because I can't stand to be quiet and alone. So you're in that conflict of self right now. And I would say go tiny steps, schedule in alone time, schedule it in. I am going to spend from this time to this time with no outside stimulation, none. No outside stimulation. I'm not going to be on internet. I'm not going to be doing anything different. I'm just going to be turning inward for 1 hour, 1 hour. And then after that, I can get distracted by the people, get distracted by everything, but I'm going to go inside and I'm going to spend time with myself and get to know myself. And then slowly, and this is patience, slowly over time, I'm going to go instead of 1 hour, I'm going to increase it to an hour and a half. And then I'm going to go do that for a long time until I feel comfortable with it. Then I'm going to increase it to 2 hours. This is a slow and steady progress. You've got this, Luisha. You've got this. Okay, so now we're on ILF. I apologize every time. I just think of a nice little elf now. Like this person is so forgiving that it keeps coming back. So yes, you can have it, Stone, my love. It's 5, 10, 15, and one is 16. 16 are the great teachers. Those are the 20 great teachers that we come here to learn. So your great teacher energy is amplified today. So let's pick the stone for that. Oh man, let's put you're sitting in the center and you are sitting in confrontation. There may be some conflict in your life today. You have to use your voice. It's saying you need to set a boundary. There is a boundary that should be set that is not being set or not being respected. And it's asking you to step forward and demand that that boundary be followed. And only if you let people walk on you, they're going to walk on you. So stand your ground. Don't let people cross your boundary. When you set a boundary, have the strength to follow through with it. It's important today. And this is the fool's embrace, the transmuting pain, which is a really good one to have, especially when you're sitting in this energy. Those boundaries, people see you and think that you are a pushover. I can do whatever I want. I can say, I can treat her, I can speak to her however I want. And then all that's not the case. And now you need to be able to step up to the confrontation of it, speak with neutrality, don't yell and scream and holler. All that does is create a fight. But my truth is, this is my boundary, and you need to follow through. I'm not the fool. I'm not that person that can be pushed over. I can walk through in my energy. So it's an important date for you. Good luck and let me know how it went. That was so needed for me to hear that. Oh, you're much welcome. Peace of mind. I love it. Okay, let's wait. My thing's squished up. AISH Aisha. Ooh, that's a cool name. Aisha, AISHA. It's a green circle with an A in it. You are sitting in 15. 5, 10, 15. 15 sits smack in the middle of the medicine wheel. And this is the collective consciousness of all humans. I think you're going to get overwhelmed today with everyone else's input. It's like that universe is screaming, but you're picking up everything from everybody. So when you're feeling emotions today, ask yourself, is it mine or is it someone else's that I'm picking up? Because I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of someone else's stuff you're picking up. And just go inside and just do what's right for you, and just walk through that, okay? Because there is some turmoil going on there, and you are very susceptible today to the outside energies of everything, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. Even I get overwhelmed when I'm picking up so much of that collective energy. So it might be a day to retract a little bit. You're also seeking, I'm seeking the truth in it. So I'm hearing this and I'm hearing this and I'm hearing this and I'm grabbing little snippets, but when I put them all together, it doesn't make sense. There seems to be either this side or this side. Why can't there be a middle? And there's always a middle. There's always a little bit of truth in everything everyone says, but don't worry about and how we perceive it, right? So it's asking you to just do what's right for you. Let the collective, the world. So my power animal, when I was overwhelmed by the collective, and I used to get like, I mean, sucked to my knees where I couldn't do anything. I'd be on the bed, sleep all day because I was getting so much energy from the outside world. So what happens though, my power animal would tell me the world will do what the world does. Just slow down and do what's right for you. And I would give you that advice today because that seems really strong. And the world will do what the world does. You can only do what's right for you so that you're not sitting in the chaos of it. So there's a lot of chaos is going to pop in today. You're also sitting in the farther gate, and this is the bold step forward. All that chaos all around you, you don't need to step out of into it. You can walk into that farther gate of self-love, of peace, of calm. You don't need the energy of constantly hitting you. You can go, I'm not doing that today. I am not doing that today. And just allow others, the world will do what the world does. I'm going to keep going today. I'm going to make today the best day that I can make it. And I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. So don't let the worries of tomorrow rob you of the joy of today. Just sit in the now, the moment of now. Ooh, that's a big one. And it's not easy to do that. I make it sound easy, but it's not. I've struggled doing that myself. So I hear that. Um, here's Precious. No, Peace and me, Mermaid. Peace and Piscean and Piscean mermaid. Okay, 365. My glasses are just not working for me. Says message was retracted. Oh no. So anyway, I'm going to call you Stone anyway. You are sitting in the one. You are sitting in the earth. You are sitting in perfection, or I mean perception. How you perceive the world today is what you're going to get back. This is the one, the singular moment. This is cool. You may get a real spark of I need to try something new. And it's just wanting to peek out right now. So think of a seed just breaking through the ground and you see that little tiny plant just kind of popping through. That's the seed. So what you're doing is you're germinating your seed to create what wants to be created, what wants to be birthed, because there's something brand new that is just wanting to catch your attention, and now is the time to bring it to the surface and start germinating. You're also sitting in that great teacher of death, excuse me, and death and rebirth. Something's changed and something new is starting, and that is exactly what this is. And that new idea, that new spark, that new interest, the new beginning, really nurture it, because boy, is it going to bring you a lot of self-satisfaction, and it's going to bring you joy and prosperity and abundance. So whatever it is that you're thinking of that's going to be germinating, that new idea that you have, boy, I can't wait, because that is going to be so strong for you. And you're also sitting in the horned cactus. I love it because resourcefulness. So what's going to happen? You're going to get a lot of naysayers. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That won't work. You know, those little no's in the background, even if it's from your other consciousness. But it's telling you, keep on going. Don't stop, because there's nothing but sweetness inside. And when you keep on going past it and you crack that cactus open, there's life inside there. There's that beautiful being of who you are, and it's that joy of what you are going to birth. It is sweet, sweet, sweet. Whatever it is that you are manifesting and bringing to life. So, whoa, I can't wait for that. Um, so here we go. Dizzy Stitches, Rhoda. And now I'm at a red circle and it says Deborah. Deborah here. Hello, Deborah here. How are you? And Deborah, you are sitting in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of the earth count is moon movement and energy, but there's a shift in your body, there's a shift in your being, there's a shift in how you're looking at things. Gee, I used to think that way, and I'm not finding I'm thinking that way anymore. And I'm wanting to change out of where I was, and I want to move forward into who I want to be. But you have to allow all the changes to happen slowly. The moon doesn't come in one and then it's blank. It comes into all these phases, and it's asking you to allow those phases to continue so that you can keep developing, keep moving, keep changing. But don't try to do it so quick. Slow down a little bit. Excuse me. And you're also sitting in need. There's some things you need to do. You need to get your ducks in a row, is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a whole series of little plastic yellow ducks, and it said, "Tell her to get the ducks in the row. Get her ducks in a row before she jumps forward." So maybe there's something you're thinking of doing, and it's telling you now might not be the time. Make sure all your ducks are in a row first before you just leap. Don't just leap without having everything lined up. Hmm. That's interesting. And you are sitting in the wailing tree is reconciliation. Allow yourself that crying, that shedding of, letting go of what was there. Allow that to happen. Allow all that release, because you don't want to carry the baggage of the old into the birthing of the new. You want to really let go of all that baggage, all that sorrow, all that stuff. Let it go. Wail about it, cry about it, release it, so that when you are ready to leap forward and create this new thing and do it, that's the time. So your ducks right now are telling you now's the time to wail, to get rid of what you're hanging on to, so that you don't need to carry in any extra baggage into this new beginning. Whoa, that's an exciting time for you. So how are we doing now here? I just got to find everybody else. I hope that helped, Deborah. Um, and then Aisha, Aisha. Hello, my dear. And you are sitting in, oh, just wait, I missed Natalie. I'm going to do Natalie first, because if I get out of sequence, then I'm really in trouble. So Natalie, yes, you have a green N, and you are sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 of the earth count. Oh, 19 of the earth count is pure science, but that is not what's calling. You are freedom is telling you, I'm looking for freedom. I feel like I am shackled down. I am weighed down. The burdens that are literally, my whole body wants to just sink into the burdens of everything, the burden of I'm carrying everybody's burdens on me, and I need freedom. I need to be able to bust all those burdens away so I can breathe. And so what I do is I would recommend karmic tie cutting. So just pull, and you don't have to even name it. So name it, claim it, release it. You don't even have to do that in this case. Just keep pulling it, pull, 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 and eventually, and you're going to feel like kind of foolish as you're doing it. But as you're starting to do this, then all of a sudden you may start feeling the energy get thicker, it harder to pull, or maybe it really wants to go fast. Feel the energy as you're pulling, and then allow your body to start feeling the sensations, because it's literally inside of you, and you want to pull those burdens out. When you feel you've reached the end, and this could take, I've done it for 10 minutes and I've done it for 2 hours. So when you feel you've reached the end of it, take a deep breath in. I release you, pull it out, cut it off, and give it back to Mother Earth. You don't have to carry it, because my gosh, you are carrying a lot of burdens right now, a lot of burdens. Take care of yourself. You are also sitting in defeat, which makes sense. You're sitting in the great teacher of defeat as well. So as you're sitting in the defeat, I feel like I can't do anything. That's because you got all these burdens that you're carrying around, and not only yours but everyone else's. So really, you need to pull this to get rid of this. And as you're doing it, no, okay, I get it. I'm sitting in the great teacher of defeat. I understand, recognize it, but I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep letting it all out because I don't have to carry everyone else's burdens with me. And I see great sadness. And then you're sitting in the straddling the worlds of wandering between the realms. You deserve to be here. I'm just going to say that and put that out here. You deserve to be where you are. You deserve to be worthy. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are loved. You are needed in this realm, and we need you here. The world needs you here. People around you need you here. Everyone needs you here. Don't carry the burdens. Release them. If you need help, please, for just reach out to me, please. Email me. We will chat. I will do a Zoom with you, and just you've got this, okay? It's a big one. Excuse me. Now I'm going to go on to, it says, am here. I love that better. So Aisha, a letter A in green, and it says am here. I love it. You're sitting in number 8, which is the cycles of natural law. But it's also sitting in, it's interesting because the cycles of natural law is in the northwest of the medicine wheel, but it's also death and rebirth. So you are changing you're going through a cycle of your body cycle as the earth is going into all these cycles as well, the changing of the seasons. You are also going through a changing of, you may want to either be withdrawing more or getting more out there, but there's a big switch up for you. And go into all of that change up as it's happening. Know that it's happening, know that it's a part of life, and life happens, and allow what was to just fade away and welcome in the new. This is the new cycle, the new rebirthing, the new energy that you're coming into, the cycle of natural law. You're also sitting in love. So the great teacher of love today. I am loved. I can be loved, and I am love. And when we look at all these changes as love, then we're not struggling to keep them. We can let them go. So let the changes go, and know that you're sitting in pure love today, and really celebrate that, because it's an awesome day. It will gently help you walk through those cycles. And can't make this up. And you are sitting in the hand. The universe is your partner. That's that pure love. And the love of the energy here, that's a heart, that beautiful love of everything. So when you sit in that beautiful love, in that energetic of love, everything is love today. Even if things kind of go sour on you, it's like, you know what? It's all okay, because I love me, and I love where I am, and I love what's going on, and wow, what a trip this is being. And I just love everything today. So I love being in love. Ah, so now let's see where we got. You feel it. Good. Okay. I just want to know what is coming in in my love life. Oh my gosh. So isn't that interesting? So yeah. Um, so Tashika wants to know what is happening in her love life. Well, I can't really tell you that because this isn't that type of stone, but I can tell you the energy you're sitting in. The energy you're sitting in is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. Number 17 is the kachinas. So the kachinas form all images of substance. And right now, maybe in your love life, you may be feeling that it's a fantasy, or it's just an illusion that I can be loved, or that right person's out there. And the kachinas are telling you, we form all images of substance. What exactly are you looking for? So write down what you're looking for, And I'll be honest with you, my husband died when I was 45, and I was just miserable being alone. Oh my gosh, just miserable. And I remember sitting at the table and I was crying and I had a candle going, and I wasn't into any of this stuff, I can guarantee you. So at the time I laid there and I thought, what am I going to do? And so I wrote down, because I believe in universal energy. So I wrote down, I want someone who will love me unconditionally. I didn't care what they looked like. That wasn't important to me. I wanted someone that could love me unconditionally. I want someone that I could walk my life with trust. I didn't care about money. Money wasn't a thing. I didn't have any money. So if somebody was coming for me, they weren't coming because I had money. So I wanted someone that I could walk my path with, someone that I could grow with, someone that I could be open with and not require me to change for anybody, and let me grow who I was. I'd been in a marriage that had been very stifled. And I would have stayed in that marriage, unless he had died, and he died of cancer. So um, when I was released from that marriage, even though it was through death, it allowed me to walk through, and I was very succinct about what I wanted. And then along came the man that I'm with right now, and I can tell you, every one of my friends said that's not the guy you should be with. He, this guy's a party guy. This guy's, he don't go with him. And it was funny because years later we found out that my mom and his mom were best friends, and both our parents had passed away, but that we and his family knew my family, and it was we were meant to be together, but we had to go through our cycles to be able to get us that way, and I fought it really hard, but to allow myself to know that love really existed. And when I found that piece of paper of exactly what I was looking for, that's exactly what I received. So be very succinct to what you're looking for. Be honest with yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. Be very honest with yourself, and then watch the universe unfold and call in the right person for you. You're also sitting in, haha, the eyes of the eagle is rising above the fray. So sit in that trust. Boy, oh boy, spirit's watching, spirit's listening, and just write down, what are you looking for? What do I want to walk in today? And how do I want this energy to be? And how do I want to be when I go into this relationship? And maybe the relationship, you'll be alone for a while, and that's okay too. You got to trust it. I have written something. Okay, so the fact that you've already started that process is bonus for you, and really really narrow in that thing. You may even want to go find a picture of that, and place things together. I don't know, some sort of a program. Gosh knows there's got to be something out there now where you light hair, dark hair, blah blah blah. What color eyes? What color body shape? All that kind of stuff. I tell you, when I was a little girl, I used to tell everybody, I'm going to marry somebody short with dark hair and a mustache. And my first husband was tall and blonde hair. And everyone laughed at me that knew me. And now I'm with somebody short, dark hair with a mustache. So it works out, but it took a long time. So I hope that helps you. I think I got everyone down. I hope so. Anyway, I hope you guys all have an awesome day today. And thanks for joining me and spending some time out of your life, and coming into this beautiful world. If you're looking, do you want to learn how to do some readings for someone else? I am going to be teaching it. It's a master program, and it starts in January. So just shoot me a message or mark down in the comments or something. Yeah, I do. And no, you're most welcome. And go over to my Facebook page too. It's Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. You got to ask to join the group, but yeah, join the group. And it's all of like-minded people, and it's just a good community. I share whatever I can, and if you have things coming up, let me know who you are. I'd be happy to share your stuff. I believe that we need to all lift each other up. The world's too busy putting each other down right now, and I don't want to be a part of that part. I want to be lifting each other up. So I support you, and I care for you, and let's spread as much love as we can. Okay. Aho. Have a great day. Bye-bye.